Loyola. This is the young lady that a few days ago you took into custody because she picked up a new case while she was out on our bond.
Right, okay.
She had the felony case. The felony's reset. She's here for her, I guess, arraignment on the new bond. But I think you had already modified her bond conditions 2 days ago. So,
Come up, Miss Loyola.
we do need to talk about some driving issues though, Judge. So
She doesn't have a license. That's the issue. If I remember correctly, right?
I think you do have a license.
I was working on getting it fixed. It was not an
You don't have a license and liability insurance in your name. Don't drive. It's as easy as that. If you get your license, then we can talk. But until that point, I don't care what you have to do. I don't care what baby needs picking up. I don't care. You cannot justify getting into a car and driving unless you have a Texas driver's license and liability insurance in your name.
That was working on getting it.
Okay, working on it doesn't mean that you get to drive because you're working on it. No driving until you have a license in your possession. If I find that you do, every time you drive hereforth, it's up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. If you pick up a fourth case, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand? All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking you to do Pythagorean's theorem. Okay, we'll give you a normal setting. Well, actually, no, we won't. The assault's at nearly 200 days now. Is this your case, Sebastian?
Yes, it is.
Discovery complete?
I believe it is, Judge. I'm trusting.
Judges, it's the problem is it's the same transaction out of the felony case. So I've tried to reach out to her felony attorneys. She tells me that it's bad communication with that particular person. So I'll have to try really hard to find out because she's hoping
Right
that
here.
Yes.
Mr. Gold was here. That's the lawyer.
Yeah, I saw him today.
Did you speak to him? And does he know
Yeah.
okay, so I guess he knows the situation.
I tell you right now, Judge. As far as the assault, the only thing is that there's some CPS records. I still don't know if the case is closed because obviously they don't give it to us until the case is closed. But apart from that,
I mean, does that really come in this case anyways?
it can. So typically the things that would be in there is typically they do an interview with defendant, they do an interview with the kids.
I mean, unless it's relevant, I don't know, but.
Yeah.
Um,
But you are right. I mean, it is a case by case basis.
Can you tell me when that felony's reset to?
The felony is reset to the 21st.
and is there an offer in the felony case?
I believe the note is, I mean, essentially the offer upstairs is that if she takes something on the misdemeanor, then we'll give her the felony.
Okay, so they're set for 4/21. I'll give you the same day after the day it's clear trial here.
Gotcha. 421, Judge?
21. Right.
Is there any
I would
way
imagine that's probably a global offer for everything.
Can we go 422?
Sure.
Okay.
But then she'd be coming that day and then the next day. She's on bond.
Right. I got you.
up to you.
But hopefully I'll talk to her. If we can get the deal together, then I might just bring her back before then to get it done.
Okay, but after that setting, those clear trial.
I got you.
Got it. All right, John.
Thank you, Judge.
What happened with upstairs?
We're gonna go on a 15-month defer down here. And it's gonna get resolved.
They're going to dismiss that one in exchange for this one?
And the
weed? Got it. Okay. You know, there's not many times that you're going to be afforded this kind of deal where they're going to dismiss a felony in exchange for a plea on a misdemeanor. So I would be very, very careful. If all this stems from self-control or usage of dope or alcohol, I mean, really, there's some people when they drink, they become the life of the party. They're happy, they're fun to be with, they crack jokes. And then there's some people that turn into the devil incarnate. If that's you, then this should be a wake-up call. If it's not, what's it going to take, 25? You're charged with two very serious offenses. You have the assault down here, you've got the assault upstairs. They're going to dismiss that felony assault in exchange for this one. You're entering into a very serious probation where it's a 15-month deferred. This is a type of agreement where if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but it's not dismissed. If you complete it, there's no conviction, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. It's not dismissed. Just you complete it successfully. You don't end up with a conviction on your record. You need to understand that there's still an affirmative finding of family violence. You pick up another one of these, you're looking at a third-degree felony, another 2 to 10 at the penitentiary. Do you understand? You can also never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain agreement as well. Do you understand? Is this what you want to do? You give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement saying, look, I'm going to make it, and if I don't, you can put me in jail for an entire year. That's the agreement that you're entering into now. So for you to complete this successfully, you must do a batter's intervention prevention program. This is a tough one. This is a class that you have to attend once a week for 18 weeks. If you miss it, they're going to kick you out of the program. If you get kicked out, we issue a warrant for your arrest. We'll have a hearing here to see if you violated. No drugs, no alcohol. You will be tested like crazy to ensure that you're not using. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them as well. 20 hours of community service, $100 one-time donation to the family violence provider, no threatening or harassing abusive contact with Mr. Cockrell. Do you have children? I think that in lieu of community service, I would like to do a parenting class. And if she does a parenting class, then I'll waive the community service. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with this until you complete it successfully or it gets revoked. Do you understand? I like to reward people. I like to encourage people to do well. And what I normally do is if you do well in this agreement, if you don't test positive for dope or alcohol, you get all your classes done and you're nice to everybody, I'll take you off in half the time.
Okay.
So you can be done in half the time. If just be nice. Don't pick up any new cases and don't use. You understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty now, Miss Loyola. I'm going to wait essentially for 15 months to see if you're able to comply with this. As part of this agreement, the possession of marijuana will be dismissed and your other case upstairs will also be dismissed as well. Do you get child support for the children or? Okay, cut her fees. It's never about the money. I don't care about the money. I care about you doing what you say you're going to do and showing up and doing it on time. The worst possible thing you can do is either pick up a new case or abscond. You just take off. That's an instant warrant in this case. You understand? So if you ever have any problems, come back. We can always work through it. We can talk about it, but just doing nothing and taking off, it's the worst thing that can possibly happen. All right. So I'll follow the agreement, send it to everything. Good luck to you, man.